Excellent. Ready?
Good.
All right. Say your name, please.
It's Doug Owsley.
Spell your last name, Doug.
It's O-W-S-L-E-Y.
Okay, and your position?
I'm a curator and division head for the Department of Anthropology, National Museum of Natural History, Smithsonian Institution.
Tell me about the find here. What happens next? Now that you got your 6 graves, what happens next? You've identified 6 soldiers.
Right. They had information that there was possibly one here, and so I received an emergency phone call, came out and looked at it, and we did some initial probing. It indicated that there were probably others, so we took the topsoil off, and based on that defined the burial shafts, and we're taking them out.
Yeah. Does the hard work start now? I mean, of identifying what they died of and all that kind of stuff?
Well, this is just the very beginning of it. What we would do is very carefully excavate them, define as much information as we can in the field, take some basic measurements in the field, but they'll now go to the laboratory at the Smithsonian Institution, and we'll examine each one of the individuals and see what they can tell us about who they are.
What sort of stuff are you going to be looking for during these examinations?
Well, they would be handled just as any type of forensic investigation, any investigation that we might do for police as well as for historic and prehistoric sites. From the bones, they can tell you volumes. They can tell you how old the person is. They can tell you the sex, how tall the person is, how robust. We'll be looking at indications as to evidence of disease, looking for any signs of cause of death.
Yeah, like bullet wounds or anything like that?
Any type of trauma, that'd be one of the things that we'd look for.
Good enough.
Well, it's very labor intensive. It takes a lot of time. We'll certainly do a number of different types of examinations, including conventional X-rays, and look at some of the bones under microscopes and things like that. It'll take me some time.
Excellent. And when you talk about some time, estimate like 6 months or?
Well, I probably should have my preliminary analysis completed within 6 months on these, but there's different. Check the history books, any sort of historical records for this area to see what that can tell us. So you've got the archaeological information, what we're learning from them.
From looking at it, can you tell whether they're Confederate or Union?
Well, there's a lot of military uniform parts still around it. Let me say that again. There's a number of different types of materials present in the burials that can tell us who they might represent. We have fabric, we have a number of different buttons found at each